Yes, so good afternoon. I'm Tor Lillqvist and I'm a software engineer at Collabora. This short talk is about recent improvements to the iOS app. First, some background. This iOS app version of Collabora Office or Collabora Online has existed for many years now. I think it's close to 10 years now, maybe like 6 or 7 something. And it works so that it includes like the C++ code both from Collabora Office or LibreOffice core code, and then the server code. These are all in C++, and then the client code from Collabora Online, which is JavaScript, of course. And these, all these parts run in the same process. Well, technically the JavaScript part runs inside a separate process, but you don't really notice that because it's just an implementation detail of how WebKit works on iOS. And as the Collabora Online server consists of several processes, these processes are more or less correspond to separate threads in the app, and then what's in the web-based app server corresponds to what in the web-based server. When these processes send messages to each other, these are handled by emulating kind of the same kind of message passing between these threads. And there hasn't really been any iOS-specific work recently, like in the last year, but most of the improvements that we have done to Collabora Online in general, or to the core code, they of course show up also in the iOS app, like all fixes to file format support and everything else that is integrated just to UI. And then the UI stuff that has been changed in online, that also shows up in the iOS app. And of course, we have other talks that describe these online UI changes. One thing that has been done now and then is fixes to make the iOS app still buildable and make it work. The version that is in the iOS App Store is currently based on 21.11, but I assume it will be soon upgraded to 22.05 to match online. And of course, there are quite a lot of improvements still needed to the iOS app. One thing that is fairly obvious as soon as you try it is the keyboard handling, especially if you are using it on a phone, on an iPhone, without a hardware keyboard. This on-screen keyboard, it keeps popping up even if you don't need it. And on the other hand, if you use it, you don't get these predictive input suggested words when you type something. And that's all I had to say about that. Thank you.